establishment of the Directorate of Floods and Erosion Control, along with the strengthening of other related agencies such as the Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, demonstrates a commitment to reducing the impact of floods. To further enhance resilience, major blocked canals, river outlets, and drainage systems are being cleared, and higher grounds have been identified in all 8 local government areas to provide safe havens during floods. While the government is dedicated to ensuring the well-being of Bayelsans, residents also have a crucial role to play by cooperating with government agencies, staying alert to flood warnings, maintaining a clean environment, clearing blocked drainages, and reporting challenges to relevant authorities for prompt action. Through collective efforts, they can bolster our resilience and effectively combat the challenges posed by climate change. Stay safe. Courtesy, Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Every ripple starts with a single drop. In Bayelsa, that drop is the Education Development Trust Fund Board (EDTF). From the moment a child sits down to a nutritious meal to the day a scientist steps into a brand new laboratory, EDTF is there, turning challenges into opportunities. 5,000 meals served daily in our model boarding secondary schools. Biological sciences laboratory equipment delivered to Niger Delta University. 1,000 teachers and school leaders trained with the British Council. Special education teachers graduating from Ignatius Ajuru University under EDTF. Scholarship research grants fueling innovation in our state-owned tertiary institutions. TVET, science labs, water facilities, culinary kitchens, and clinical labs springing up across Bayelsa. Vocational scaffolding trainings and a computer-based testing center at UAT Tororua. These are not just projects, they are ripples that spread across classrooms, communities, and the entire state. But a ripple grows stronger when more hands join the water. So whether you're an organization, or a corporate partner, or an individual who believes in education, you can be part of this ripple. Support EDTF and help us expand Ripple. Donate, partner, or volunteer today. Together, let's transform our educational landscape. EDTF, building futures and putting smiles on faces.
Zone. Yes, so Ijo Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) Resurgence Mission 2026 don't come now. Tested leader, a seasoned administrator, and strong voice for Ijo Nation. Barrister Ayibakro Igbeta, PhD, former legal advisor of the Ijo Youth Council Worldwide, former SA Media and Publicity to MD CEO of NDDC, former SA on Youth Affairs to Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, and Naimi currently Secretary General Bayelsa State Center for Youth Development. A vision they very clear: unity for the council and protection of Ijo people rights for all Niger Delta. The support for Tantisa Security Initiative and make government put better money for Niger Delta agencies, plus opportunity for all Ijo youths for inside job matter and development. Yes, so thank God is for us to select the correct secretary. We go pilot the affairs of the Ijo Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) 2026. Oh yeah, we'll make you vote Barrister Ayibakro Igbeta, PhD, for Secretary General Ijo Youth Council Worldwide. Vote wisely. Ado Alua Onua.
One of the problems we have in Nigeria is that it's difficult to have solid metals for creative engineering. So what you basically have in this country are tubes for building of houses and erection of structures and all that. But when you come to real metals that you can carve to engine block, metal that you can carve to a shaft or gear, there is nowhere to get in this country. So a country that does not have a shop for metals to cut can never develop. If we had shops where you can go and buy all kinds of grades of metals, it would be easier for the young to get the metals and come to a place like us, and then we will carve it for them. cut, bend, and then do all that. This country will develop. But we don't have. We have to look at China or any of those countries to bring those things to us. So that is the story of Nigeria.
Z10 for high-tech precision engineering. A technology and heavy-duty industry. Original spares for automotive, locomotive, aviation, marine and agriculture. Research and development for automotive engines and electric cars. Heavy-duty off-road equipment. Reverse engineering. Technological development. Academy for innovators and impressionable minds.
Bayelsa State, home of peace, yo. We are for the peace.
Dear esteemed community leaders and people of Bayelsa State, the Doyiduri-led prosperity government is committed to transforming our rural communities into thriving hubs of development. We believe that every community deserves access to absolute peace and quality standard of living. To actualize this vision, we need your support and partnership. Join forces with us to improve rural infrastructure, enhance quality education, boost healthcare, and foster economic growth. Together, we can create opportunities for youth empowerment and employment, promote cultural heritage, and ensure food security and strengthen community social services. How you can support: participate in community engagement forums and collaborate with local government authorities and the Ministry of Community Development. Come, let's build a prosperous Bayelsa together.
Let there be peace, all for peace.
Courtesy Honorable Alfred Belamonte Watson, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Community Development. The impacts of climate change are upon us, necessitating adaptation and resilient building. In Bayelsa State, the recent annual rainy season has brought severe consequences, including excessive flash floods and river flooding, causing untold hardship for residents. However, under the leadership of His Excellency, Senator Doyiduri, the prosperity government has taken proactive measures to mitigate these effects. The establishment of the Directorate of Floods and Erosion Control, along with the strengthening of other related agencies such as the Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, demonstrates a commitment to reducing the impact of floods. To further enhance resilience, major blocks, canals, river outlets, and drainage systems are being cleared, and higher grounds have been identified in all 8 local government areas to provide safe havens during floods. While the government is dedicated to ensuring the well-being of Bayelsans, residents also have a crucial role to play by cooperating with government agencies, staying alert to flood warnings, maintaining a clean environment, clearing blocked drainages, and reporting challenges to relevant authorities for prompt action. Through collective efforts, we can bolster our resilience and effectively combat the challenges posed by climate change. Stay safe. Courtesy Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Every ripple starts with a single drop. In Bayelsa, that drop is the Education Development Trust Fund Board (EDTF). From the moment a child sits down to a nutritious meal to the day a scientist steps into a brand new laboratory, EDTF is there, turning challenges into opportunities. 5,000 meals served daily in our model boarding secondary schools. Biological sciences laboratory equipment delivered to Niger Delta University. 1,000 teachers and school leaders trained with the British Council. Special education teachers graduating from Ignatius Ajuru University under EDTF. Scholarship research grants, fueling innovation in our state-owned tertiary institutions. TVET, science labs, water facilities, culinary kitchens, and clinical labs springing up across Bayelsa. Vocational scaffolding trainings and a computer-based testing center at UAT Tororua. These are not just projects, they are ripples that spread across classrooms, communities, and the entire state. But a ripple grows stronger when more hands join the water. So whether you're an organization, or a corporate partner, or an individual who believes in education, you can be part of this ripple. Support EDTF and help us expand Ripple. Donate, partner, or volunteer today. Together, let's transform our educational landscape. EDTF, building futures and putting smiles on faces.
It's on. Yes, so Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) Resurgence Mission 2026 don't come o. Now tested leader, a seasoned administrator, and strong voice for Ijaw Nation. Barrister Naija PhD, former legal advisor of the Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide, former SA Media and Publicity to MD CEO of NDDC, former SA on Youth Affairs to Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, and Naima currently Secretary General Bayelsa State Center for Youth Development. In vision, they very clear: unity for the council and protection of Ijaw people rights for all Naija data. The support for Tantisa Security Initiative and make government put better money for Naija data agencies, plus opportunity for all Ijaw youths for inside job matter and development. Yes, so time is for us to select the correct secretary wey go pilot the affairs of Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) 2026. Oh yeah, make we quick vote Barrister Naija PhD for Secretary General Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide. Vote wisely. Ado Alua Onua.
One of the problems we have in Nigeria is that it's difficult to have solid metals for creative engineering. So what you basically have in this country are tubes for building of houses and erection of structures and all that. But when you come to real metals that you can carve to engine block, metal that you can carve to a shaft or gear, there is nowhere to get in this country. So a country that does not have a shop for metals to cut can never develop. If we had shops where you can go and buy all kinds of grades of metals, it would be easier for the young to get the metals and come to a place like us, and then we will carve it for them, cut, bend, and then do all that. This country will develop, but we don't have. We have to look at China or any of those countries to bring those things to us. So that is the story of Nigeria.
Z10 for high-tech precision engineering. A technology and heavy-duty industry. Original spares for automotive, locomotive, aviation, marine and agriculture. Research and development for automotive engines and electric cars. Heavy-duty off-road equipment. Reverse engineering. Technological development. Academy for innovators and impressionable minds.
Bayelsa State, home of peace, yo. We are for the peace.
Dear esteemed community leaders and people of Bayelsa State, the Doiduri-led Prosperity Government is committed to transforming our rural communities into thriving hubs of development. We believe that every community deserves access to absolute peace and quality standard of living. To actualize this vision, we need your support and partnership. Join forces with us to improve rural infrastructure, enhance quality education, boost healthcare, and foster economic growth. Together, we can create opportunities for youth empowerment and employment, promote cultural heritage, and ensure food security and strengthen community social services. How you can support: participate in community engagement forums and collaborate with local government authorities and the Ministry of Community Development. Come, let's build a prosperous Bayelsa together.
Let there be peace, all for peace.
Courtesy, Honorable Alfred Belamonte Watson, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Community Development. The impacts of climate change are upon us, necessitating adaptation and resilient building. In Bayelsa State, the recent annual rainy season has brought severe consequences, including excessive flash floods and river flooding, causing untold hardship for residents. However, under the leadership of His Excellency Senator Doye Duri, the Prosperity Government has taken proactive measures to mitigate these effects. The establishment of the Directorate of Floods and Erosion Control, along with the strengthening of other related agencies such as the Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, demonstrates a commitment to reducing the impact of floods. To further enhance resilience, major blocks, canals, river outlets, and drainage systems are being cleared, and higher grounds have been identified in all 8 local government areas to provide safe havens during floods. While the government is dedicated to ensuring the well-being of Bayelsans, residents also have a crucial role to play by cooperating with government agencies, staying alert to flood warnings, maintaining a clean environment, clearing blocked drainages, and reporting challenges to relevant authorities for prompt action. Through collective efforts, we can bolster our resilience and effectively combat the challenges posed by climate change. Stay safe. Courtesy, Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Every ripple starts with a single drop. In Bayelsa, that drop is the Education Development Trust Fund Board (EDTF). From the moment a child sits down to a nutritious meal to the day a scientist steps into a brand new laboratory, EDTF is there, turning challenges into opportunities. 5,000 meals served daily in our model boarding secondary schools. Biological sciences laboratory equipment delivered to Niger Delta University. 1,000 teachers and school leaders trained with the British Council. Special education teachers graduating from Ignatius Ajuru University under EDTF. Scholarship research grants fueling innovation in our state-owned tertiary institutions. TVET, science labs, water facilities, culinary kitchens, and clinical labs springing up across Bayelsa. Vocational scaffolding trainings and a computer-based testing center at UAT Tororua. These are not just projects, they are ripples that spread across classrooms, communities, and the entire state. But a ripple grows stronger when more hands join the water. So whether you're an organization, or a corporate partner, or an individual who believes in education, you can be part of this ripple. Support EDTF and help us expand Ripple. Donate, partner, or volunteer today. Together, let's transform our educational landscape. EDTF, building futures and putting smiles on faces.
It's on. Yes, so Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) Resurgence Mission 2026 don't come o. Now tested leader, a seasoned administrator, and strong voice for Ijaw Nation. Barrister Naija PhD, former legal advisor of the Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide, former SA Media and Publicity to MD CEO of NDDC, former SA on Youth Affairs to Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, and Naimi currently Secretary General Bayelsa State Center for Youth Development. In vision, they very clear: unity for the council and protection of Ijaw people rights for all Niger Delta. The support for transition security initiative. initiative and make government put better money for Naija data agencies, plus opportunity for all Ijaw youths for inside job matter and development. Yes, so time don reach for us to select the correct secretary wey go pilot the affairs of Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide IYC 2026. Oh yeah, make we quick vote Barrister Ibakro Igbeta PhD for Secretary General Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide. Vote wisely. Ado Alua Onua.
One of the problems we have in Nigeria is that it's difficult to have solid metals for creative engineering. So what you basically have in this country are tubes for building of houses and erection of structures and all that. But when you come to real metals that you can carve to engine block, metal that you can carve to a shaft or gear, there is nowhere to get in this country. So a country that does not have a shop for metals to cut can never develop. If we had shops where you can go and buy all kinds of grades of metals, it would be easier for the young to get the metals and come to a place like us, and then we will carve it for them, cut, bend, and then do all that. This country will develop, but we don't have. We have to look at China or any of those countries to bring those things to us. So that is the story of Nigeria.
Z10 for high-tech precision engineering. A technology and heavy-duty industry. Original spares for automotive, locomotive, aviation, marine and agriculture. Research and development for automotive engines and electric cars. Heavy-duty off-road equipment. Reverse engineering. Technological development. Academy for innovators and impressionable minds.
Bayelsa State, home of peace, yo. We are for the peace.
Dear esteemed community leaders and people of Bayelsa State, the Doiduri-led Prosperity Government is committed to transforming our rural communities into thriving hubs of development. We believe that every community deserves access to absolute peace and quality standard of living. To actualize this vision, we need your support and partnership. Join forces with us to improve rural infrastructure, enhance quality education, boost healthcare, and foster economic growth. Together, we can create opportunities for youth empowerment and employment, promote cultural heritage, and ensure food security and strengthen community social services. How you can support? Participate in community engagement forums and collaborate with local government authorities and the Ministry of Community Development. Come, let's build a prosperous Bayelsa together.
Let there be peace, all for peace.
Courtesy, Honorable Alfred Belamonte Watson, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Community Development. The impacts of climate change are upon us, necessitating adaptation and resilient building. In Bayelsa State, the recent annual rainy season has brought severe consequences, including excessive flash floods and river flooding, causing untold hardship for residents. However, under the leadership of His Excellency, Senator Doyeduri, the Prosperity Government has taken proactive measures to mitigate these effects. The establishment of the Directorate of Floods and Erosion Control, along with the strengthening of other related agencies such as the Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, demonstrates a commitment to reducing the impact of floods. To further enhance resilience, major blocked canals, river outlets, and drainage systems are being cleared, and higher grounds have been identified in all 8 local government areas to provide safe havens during floods. While the government is dedicated to ensuring the well-being of Bayelsans, residents also have a crucial role to play by cooperating with government agencies, staying alert to flood warnings, maintaining a clean environment, clearing blocked drainages, and reporting challenges to relevant authorities for prompt action. Through collective efforts, we can bolster our resilience and effectively combat the challenges posed by climate change. Stay safe. Courtesy, Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Every ripple starts with a single drop. In Bayelsa, that drop is the Education Development Trust Fund Board (EDTF). From the moment a child sits down to a nutritious meal to the day a scientist steps into a brand new laboratory, EDTF is there, turning challenges into opportunities. 5,000 meals served daily in our model boarding secondary schools. Biological sciences laboratory equipment delivered to Niger Delta University. 1,000 teachers and school leaders trained with the British Council. Special education teachers graduating from Ignatius Ajuru University under EDTF. Scholarship research grants fueling innovation in our state-owned tertiary institutions. TVET, science labs, water facilities, culinary kitchens, and clinical labs springing up across Bayelsa. Vocational scaffolding trainings and a computer-based testing center at UAT Tororua. These are not just projects, they are ripples that spread across classrooms, communities, and the entire state. But a ripple grows stronger when more hands join the water. So whether you're an organization, or a corporate partner, or an individual who believes in education, you can be part of this ripple. Support EDTF and help us expand Ripple. Donate, partner, or volunteer today. Together, let's transform our educational landscape. EDTF, building futures and putting smiles on faces.
It's on. Yes, so Enjoy Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) Resurgence Mission 2026 don't come now. Tested leader, a seasoned administrator, and strong voice for Ijaw Nation. Barrister Ayibakure Igbeta, PhD, former legal advisor of the Enjoy Youth Council Worldwide, former SA Media and Publicity to MD CEO of NDDC, former SA on Youth Affairs to Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, and Naimi currently Secretary General Bayelsa State Center for Youth Development. In vision, they very clear: unity for the council and protection of Ijaw people rights for all Niger Delta. The support for Tantisa Security Initiative and make government put better money for Niger Delta agencies, plus opportunity for all Ijaw youth for inside job matter and development. Yes, so time is for us to select the correct secretary wey go pilot the affairs of the Enjoy Youth Council Worldwide (IYC) 2026. Oh yeah, make we quick vote Barrister Ayibakure Igbeta, PhD, for Secretary General Enjoy Youth Council Worldwide. Vote wisely. Ado Alua Onua.
One of the problems we have in Nigeria is that it's difficult to have solid metals for creative engineering. So what you basically have in this country are tubes for building of houses and erection of structures and all that. But when you come to real metals that you can carve to engine block, metal that you can carve to a shaft or gear, there is nowhere to get in this country. So a country that does not have a shop for metals to cut can never develop. If we had shops where you can go and buy all kinds of grades of metals, it would be easier for the young to get the metals and come to a place like us, and then we will carve it for them, cut, bend, and then do all that. This country will develop. But we don't have. We have to look at China or any of those countries to bring those things to us. So that is the story of Nigeria.
innovators, and impressionable minds.
Bayelsa State, home of peace, yo. We are for the peace. All for peace.
Dear esteemed community leaders and people of Bayelsa State, the Doyiduri-led prosperity government is committed to transforming our rural communities into thriving hubs of development. We believe that every community deserves access to absolute peace and quality standard of living. To actualize this vision, we need your support and partnership. Join forces with us to improve rural infrastructure, enhance quality education, boost healthcare, and foster economic growth. Together, we can create opportunities for youth empowerment and employment, promote cultural heritage, and ensure food security and strengthen community social services. How you can support: participate in community engagement forums and collaborate with local government authorities and the Ministry of Community Development. Come, let's build a prosperous Bayelsa together.
Let there be peace, all for peace.
Courtesy, Honorable Alfred Belamonte Watson, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Community Development. The impacts of climate change are upon us, necessitating adaptation and resilient building. In Bayelsa State, the recent annual rainy season has brought severe consequences, including excessive flash floods and river flooding, causing untold hardship for residents. However, under the leadership of His Excellency Senator Doyiduri, the prosperity government has taken proactive measures to mitigate these effects. The establishment of the Directorate of Floods and Erosion Control, along with the strengthening of other related agencies such as the Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, demonstrates a commitment to reducing the impact of floods. To further enhance resilience, major blocked canals, river outlets, and drainage systems are being cleared, and higher grounds have been identified in all 8 local government areas to provide safe havens during floods. While the government is dedicated to ensuring the well-being of Bayelsans, residents also have a crucial role to play by cooperating with government agencies, staying alert to flood warnings, maintaining a clean environment, clearing blocked drainages, and reporting challenges to relevant authorities for prompt action. Through collective efforts, we can bolster our resilience and effectively combat the challenges posed by climate change. Stay safe. Courtesy, Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Every ripple starts with a single drop. In Bayelsa, that drop is the Education Development Trust Fund Board (EDTF). From the moment a child sits down to a nutritious meal to the day a scientist steps into a brand new laboratory, EDTF is there, turning challenges into opportunities. 5,000 meals served daily in our model boarding secondary schools. Biological sciences laboratory equipment.
Many would say that the president's coming already, has economic value. What about the shutting down of the markets?
Funny market alone,
daily,
at least 500 million
daily.
Exchange hands, just over my head. You cannot tell me that if they put a long line, I think one about that truck. Just say by 10 you are at the airport under that hot sun, dancing and
waiting for the president who came by 3.
and he comes by 3, and you have been in that hot sun for how much? 6K, 5K, or even 10K. Come on.
The aftermath of the visit, commission of gas turbine. What the commission? We heard that the president was going to commission, and then there will be powers. I don't know. We did not hear that from Governor Diri himself. I don't know if we should be dragging the go and verify guy, because that's not anything got this in there. The managing director of the Bayelsa Electricity Company, who says that needs 3-4 days for protective relay coordination.
This protective relay coordination, I've been waiting.
It is like to ensure. Now the challenge start to like.
If they've not done all those checks, then those lights that people were having,
they had not turned it on.
Calling with turbine light, it was just fair, telling them, see, guys, just hold this small light while the turbine is coming.
Imagine, we need some 11.2, if I'm not getting it wrong, million standard cubic feet of gas, $3.5 million quarterly.
4.7 billion.
Yeah, would amount to. The governor giving us 1 month free light. I mean, that's something I think that will happen. Okay. It did not come from him, Sha.
I thought, say,
1 month we'll get light 1 month, and so many persons are running with that narrative too. But
The thing
For it to now be commissioned, and just after the commission,
yes,
we
that
are
we now
hearing
at
I
this
think
place.
it was
So Udeng Seradre was saying that. How about you run this thing first? When you run this
That's
thing,
fun.
then you commission.
Because how do you invite someone like the president? He turns on the gas turbine.
And
I
then
mean, he commissions the gas turbine, goes without actual light.
The question is now is when will we have this light?
You are watching Naija Live TV, and this is Newspaper Review with me, Barbie Umparu, and I'm joined by...
Glad you're here.
So yeah, Newspaper Review is your daily press review, as we will be checking out headlines making the papers and also give our own opinions on the stories. So let's quickly begin with the Vanguard newspaper. See here, rising costs. IMF warns of tough times for Nigerians. Now we had giving that story yesterday as well, where the IMF chief mentioned that as a result of the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz and the increment in petrol prices and many other things, it's affecting countries, sadly. And because of this, there are tough times ahead if the crisis persists, if the Strait of Hormuz is still blocked. Crisis, it would increase cost of things and then affect prices generally. So glad in regards to this statement from the IMF chief, the International Monetary Fund. She's saying that tough times are ahead.
Well, it's really scary to even think of it, because for Nigerians, we feel like we're already
in
going through
tough
a lot.
times.
So we can't even think of the situation getting worse. But you look at the state of the nation, there's insecurity, there's the farmer header clashes, also preventing farmers from really going to their farmlands to really should I say plants. So that's also going to be some issues with regards to food production, and then there's the growing cost of transportation with the fuel increase and all that. So of course it's going to have a ripple effect in which prices of goods, especially food services, food products, will actually be increased. So for the IMF, they're actually seeing into the future, and for Nigerians already going through a lot, these are actually scary comments.
Honestly, to now expect that it could get worse, can it really get worse?
Well, it's
how would it be when it gets worse than it already is? Quite a story that you should check out, as available in the paper. We see a tragic, sad story here, still in regards to insecurity. Gunmen abduct 14 UTME candidates in Benue State. And it's a sad one that parents would know that their children are going to write exams, to get higher education. And we're now hearing, sadly, that those children have been abducted. Quite a sad story there.
Very, very sad story. I think it was very upsetting. I came to the office this morning and I saw that story. I was very upset, because it's almost like every day we are going to be talking about one abduction, one killing, different attacks in different parts of the country. I'm not even sure what the story tomorrow will be about, but one thing is certain, that there will be another attack tomorrow. We'll come out here and we'll talk about newspaper review, and there's going to be one new killing, one more attack. So Nigeria is slowly becoming, not necessarily slowly, I think we are rapidly becoming a failed state. Because you look at the situation in the country, there's always one negative story or the other making the headlines. So really unfortunate for those students. Hopefully they will be able to come out of this. Earlier the president came up and said the attacks in Plateau State was going to be the last. but we've been seeing multiple attacks, and
after
there's no consequences in. That's why I like the UK pattern of government, because they hold you accountable for your statements. For you to come out and make a claim, you have to be able to back it up. And for the president, he made that statement that he was going to ensure that the insecurity situation is going to improve, and the plateau situation was going to be the last. But we've been seeing multiple cases, and there's been no consequence yet, so it's really unfortunate.
Quite a sad story there. Remember, we talked about the president's statement then, and to be honest, many Nigerians did not really take that statement to heart, because it's not the first time we're having our leaders come openly to assure us of things, and then sadly we still have to face such challenges. This is quite a sad one, and we hope and pray that the students return to their families safely. So let's quickly check out some headlines on the Punch newspaper. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. Quite a story there. And then we see 2027 battle. Tinubu fires shot at opposition heavyweights. You see, there's a whole lot going on in regards to the 2027 general elections. I mean, there is the President Tinubu and his supporters clamoring that he comes back for another tenure as president of Nigeria, and then there are still the ones that are using all of these problems. That's okay, this is your first tenure, and we're seeing that we're suffering a whole lot. Why should you come back? So opposition, and I'm banking on his failure to sell themselves. Glad, what do you have to say about this headline?
Well, the elections are just by the corner. Of course, there's going to be one statement from each of the various candidates from the various parties. So for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he feels targeted by the other, by the ADC. I think there was comments from Atiku Abubakar, and he's also been under fire from Peter Obi as well, you know.
Yeah.
So there's been the claims that he's basically trying to be a tyrant and pushing Nigeria towards absolutism. And for Tinubu, he's still undeterred by those comments, and of course his ambitions still to contest in the 2027
it's
elections.
Very much active and very much flying. I mean, he, considering the fact that he has over 30 something governors in his political party, he has an edge.
He does,
you know, at this point. But let's see how everything goes. Whoever emerges, we just hope that you do all you can to do the littlest, the bare minimum, the most important thing of governance, which is to ensure that the lives and properties of your citizens are protected. Yeah. So quickly, let's check out This Day newspaper. Take a few headlines on This Day newspaper. You see here, Dangote rallies World Bank, IMF, US Exim chiefs on investment in Nigeria's energy and industrial sector. Quite a story, and a move from Africa's richest man, Alhaji Aliko Dangote there. Do well to read through details of that story as it is available on the paper. To the New Telegraph, shall we? We'll check out a few headlines on the New Telegraph. 2027. They want to scare me. I won't give up. That's a statement from the president, Tinubu.
And he also said, I took over for myself. Talking about late Buhari. He said, late Buhari is me. So those are some really interesting statements. So it's almost like he's a reincarnation of Buhari. And when you talk about Buhari, at least so the average Nigerian, they feel like his time as president coincided with when the situation on the hardship really toughened and increased in Nigeria. So it's almost like you saying you're the reincarnation of Buhari, or almost like the extension of the sufferings that Nigerians are facing. But you can actually check out the papers to see what he really means by the statements.
Quite a statement from the president. Still on the New Telegraph, security alerts. Terrorists plan to hit Abuja airport and other critical infrastructure. That's a statement from customs. A whole lot. So now it's extending to the airports.
The terrorists are becoming more brazen. We saw the attacks in which the generals were being killed. killed, and
being
the
killed and the soldiers
and now
as
they
well.
are threatening to take over the airports, to attack the Abuja airports, because the Abuja airport is one of the biggest and with the biggest busiest airports in Nigeria, after maybe Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos. So is going to be something that if they really, should I say, if they really put up with this, if they carry out this attack, it's going to an extent put a halt to movements within and outside Nigeria. So
very true.
For the security operatives, they have to take these attacks very seriously, and of course they are carrying out measures to ensure that the terrorists are not going to just, maybe you don't want to just bank on the fact that they are just bluffing. You want to ensure you're putting measures in place to carry out the safety of lives in the environment. But really hard statements coming from these terrorists, and in a time like this in Nigeria, and now these terrorists are coming threatening airports. Really, nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe, to be honest. You see, there was a statement from the ACF, Arewa Consultative Forum, where they said the terrorism attack in Nigeria is beginning to look like state of war. This is war that is coming. It's now beyond just anything. This is war.
Nigeria is actually as well, but we just haven't realized it. Maybe it hasn't gotten to your doorstep.
Bomb blast and all that.
You cannot necessarily move along the Nigerian highway. You can't travel from Yenagoa to Benin with that assurance, the safety that you get to your destination. You don't even just have to worry about the bad roads. There's a fear of kidnappings, and these are trends that you see in a place where, in a war zone, where you're not really free to move about. So we are actually in a war situation, and then you look at the state of the economy. It's almost like that of there are certain countries that are fighting wars officially that are more stable economically than Nigeria. So we are actually in a state of war, but we haven't really acknowledged it.
Quite a sad one. Please, our leaders, do something. I mean, I can't even, we can't even point who exactly it is funding these terrorists. I mean, for them to be comfortable enough to terrorize a country, like repeated attacks.
With what I believe, right, I think we are just seeing the metamorphosis of Boko Haram. Because
Boko Haram, thank you.
They are trying to extend their operations to different parts of Nigeria, and I really told you when they were celebrating the Eid al-Fitr, I was coming to the studio and I had to get past this congregation of Muslims. I was really scared, the kind of faces I was seeing in that celebration. When you look at the definition, I don't know what you really think of when you hear a terrorist. There's definitely going to be a picture in your mind.
Of course.
The picture in my mind was what I was
exactly
actually seeing. I was really surprised. I was afraid because these people, I feel like they are actually expanding, and if you don't take measures, and that's how they come in slowly. The states that are currently suffering the most, the likes of Benue, Plateau, Kwara states, they come in and they carry out attacks. It starts maybe as farmer header clashes, and then it escalates, and then they start killing people. In Bayelsa State today, we are currently experiencing cases in which farmers there's been complaints. I think there were times when women even had to go and protest at the government house, talking about how their crops were being destroyed by the headers. It starts with these farmer header clashes, and then they become more brazen. They step on you, and when they don't get a reaction
that
they
is
come
strong
in
enough to
harder the next time. So we have to take measures in order to deter these people from really expanding. But what I really believe, I think for the terrorists that we saw in the northeast, that's the Boko Haram, they're actually expanding. They've changed their modus of operation.
Quite a story. I mean, a whole lot should be done to address this issue of growing terrorism nationwide. The state governors talked about state policing, which is about to kick off. We just really hope that all of that helps and aids in curbing insecurity nationwide. Quite a story that you should check out, available on the paper. So let's quickly check out the leadership paper. Middle East crisis. Nigeria has no intention of approaching IMF for loans, says Edun. Okay. Then we have another one here. Court orders arrest of former humanitarian minister. A whole lot of news stories are available in the papers. Do well to read through details of these and other stories as available in the paper. Let's quickly head on to the Nigeria Tribune. 2027 presidency. No one can scare me. Tinubu vows. No one can scare you. We agree, but the state of the country is scaring us. Honestly, no one can scare you. We really do understand that statement. But in regards to the insecurity in the country, the sad stories that we keep seeing, Nigerians are too scared to re-elect you. So, Mr. President, I know you're doing your very best, but please bring these people to book so that insecurity can be curbed and entirely disappear from Nigeria. Thank you. So, another story on the Nigeria Tribune. Security forces on high alert for large-scale attack on airport, prison, memo says. So, just as we discussed, the attacks, the terrorism attacks that would come up very soon in airports and prisons.
Hopefully it never comes.
Hopefully it never comes, because that I don't want to even imagine how much of a disaster that will be. Airport.
It will affect the country drastically, because you look at the veins of the country. You talk about the roads, and for now, a lot of people are trying to avoid traveling by road. So people are now looking the way of them flying. So should the Abuja airport be attacked, it's going to have a
whole lot of families
economic
would even lose.
Yeah, it's going to have a significant impact on the country. And then you talk about people moving out of the country. They are also going to find it more difficult, because they have to focus on the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, and now you now have too many traffic in that airport as well. So it will have a significant effect on Nigeria, but hopefully it never gets to that.
Hopefully. All right. So quickly to the Daily Independent newspaper. On the Daily Independent newspaper, we see Nigeria's poverty project evolves into an economic powerhouse. Quite a story there. We see again, Atiku, a serial loser, will recontest in 2030. 2031. That's from the FCT Minister, Nelson Wike.
That was a jab. But I wouldn't really be surprised if Atiku contests in 2031, because for forever, Atiku has been contesting in every election. He's been the most consistent contender for the presidency, and he's been losing every single time, and this time he's still going to be coming contesting in the 2027 elections. He's already declared that, but he's still trying to make at least he's trying to give the maybe promise that the 2027 would be his last election. But there's been a saga between Atiku and Wike, so Wike is also trying to blow take a jab, and that was
that's quite a statement there. I mean, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, he made a statement that 2027 would be his last attempt at presidency.
I really doubt
the last that he would want to put himself out there to serve Nigeria.
And Wiki called him a serial loser,
which sounds very blunt.
It's actually the truth.
Yes, it has. The truth. But if we have to check through, quite a sad one there. So whatever. Let's see how everything unfolds. So do well to read through that interesting story as it is available in the paper. Let's head on to the Daily Sun newspaper. Still the tragic story about gunmen abducting 14 UTME candidates in Benue State. Sad story. Then we have fuel marketers denied charging airlines 3,300 for Jet A1. Few marketers deny, really, because there was a story available yesterday on the paper where we see that local airlines are threatening to shut down from Monday as a regard in regards to the increment
fuel hikes.
Fuel hikes. Now, another story is saying that the fuel marketers are denying selling it at 3,300 per liter.
It could be an issue with reporting. Sometimes we live in an era of fake news. Sometimes this news they just come out of it seems like they come out of thin air. You don't know who even started it in the first place. So for them to come out and deny it, at least the price will be stable at least.
Yes, please. At least as you're denying, please let the price be more reasonable, because the difference was very large. I mean, from what they used to buy and what they now announce that they buy per liter. So do well to read through details of that story as available in the paper. Let's head on to Daily Trust newspaper. Heat wave forces Kano residents to sleep outdoors. Okay.
This is something I can relate to. It's
have you slept outside?
No, not necessarily sleeping outside. But the heat, is something that you cannot hide from it, because there are lots of times people talk about global warming, and for Nigerians we seem to be, should I say, hiding or shying away from that conversation. But it's something that is actually affecting us. A lot of people joke about the fact, that I heard someone I was walking on the street the other day, and a lady was saying, "Who entered hell and forgot to close the door?" That it is really I don't know. The sun is really intensifying recently, but I think we have to take the issue of climate change more seriously.
So do well to read through details of that story, as you can even use the story to maybe give yourself. You can also sleep outside if the weather is too hot.
There's no electricity supply. So.
Exactly. So many reasons to sleep out. I can't even blame them at this point. But then mosquitoes, that should be one problem. You're sleeping outside, you have to protect yourself from malaria. Do well to read through details of that story. Keep debt manageable, IMF tells Nigeria. And Nigeria, we're known for our bad habit of owing
just
debt.
Borrowing.
Yes, just borrowing. And then we also reported the story. Nigeria now owes about, a couple of huge money.
Millions of naira.
A couple very, very huge. And I think the statement that followed is that due to the amount that Nigeria currently owes, each Nigerian has to pay a total of, I think, 700 and something thousand naira each Nigerian
in order
to be able to clear the debts. That's quite a story. So IMF is telling Nigeria to keep debt manageable.
Jesus already paid our debts.
Find them during celebrated. So yeah, that story is available on the paper. To the Guardian newspaper. Correctional Center: how systematic collapse, corruption worsen inmates' plight behind bars. Quite a story there in regards to correctional centers, prisons, and all that. Do well to read through details of that story. We see here, police customs uncover terrorist plots in Abuja, Naija, and Ondo. So you see, this terrorism attacks, it's spreading. Now it's going beyond the northern part of Nigeria, entering the middle belt to the west. These people are gaining ground seriously. God help us. So yeah, let's move on to the business day. After the business day, we take the sports news. So on the business day, we see quite a story here. Repackaged expired products dominates Nigeria's 34 trillion naira food market. Do also read through details of that story. And then we see 30 trillion naira pension industry pivots to income health access. So a whole lot of stories are making the papers this morning, from the world of insecurity to economic challenges to political drama. A whole lot. You need to, as a Nigerian, stay informed. So do well to read through details of these and other stories as they are available in the paper. At this point, I'd let Glad be the anchor as he would take us down the world of sports. Over to you, Glad.
Yeah, from the Punch Sports Extra, we have a statement from Olajide Omotayo. He explains that winning gold at the African Games stands out the most for me. I'm still hungry for more. I want to improve my world ranking and achieve greater success on the global stage. So that's a statement from Olajide Omotayo. He did win gold at the African Games, so he still wants to keep improving, keep on getting better. You can check out that story. It is on page 6 on the Punch Sports Extra. And all the stories making the Punch Sports Extra, we have one where Liverpool Jared Bowen to replace Salah. For Liverpool, already looking for the post Salah era. And for Arteta, he confirmed Madueke's knee injury. So big blow for us now, considering the crucial last stages of the season, where they have to at least try and secure the Premier League title. So losing Madueke at this point is going to be a huge blow for them. So Arsenal fans, you can check out that story. It is on page 4 Sports Extra. And for Caicedo, he agrees new Chelsea contracts. You can check out the details of the contracts. That is also on page 4 on the Point Sports Extra. So it's a big story for Chelsea fans, especially. They will find that interesting. And for Boniface, while Leverkusen sends Boniface on loan. So the Nigerian has been struggling with injuries for a long time, but you can check out the reason why he left Leverkusen on loan. So that story is on page 7 on the Punch Sports Extra. And for Favor Ofili, Turkey to appeal Ofili's ruling at CAS, because for the Nigerian, the former, you want to call her the former Nigerian sprinter, because she did switch her allegiance to Turkey. And for the Athletics Federation, World Athletics, they did decline her request to switch allegiance, so they did not confirm her. So for Turkey, they would be appealing on the decision by the Athletics Federation. So you can find out details of that story on page 2. But it was a big blow for Favor Ofili, because she was really hoping to partake in the 2028 Olympic Games while representing Turkey. While Mikel Obi stated that Barca were not robbed against Atletico. But there's been a lot of talks about the refereeing decision, and a lot of people believe it was what really costed Barcelona in the Champions League. But Mikel Obi has already given his insights, and he believes Barca weren't robbed. That story is on page 7 on the Point Sports Extra. While Gala coach likens Osimhen to Mbappe and Kane. That's a big comparison, because a lot of people would agree Osimhen is definitely one of the biggest players to emerge from Africa. But comparing him to Kane and Mbappe, a lot of people would even say he's currently the best player in the world. No, I wouldn't necessarily disagree, but in order for him to really get to that level, he needs to be playing in a bigger club. I don't think Gala would be where he would be able to achieve those milestones. But you can check out that the details of that on page 6 on the Punch Sports Extra. While for Simeone credits Lookman for Atletico's run, that story is on page 6 on the Punch Sports Extra. While in boxing, Wilder not in Joshua's plans. That's a surprising story, because I really felt we're going to see a Wilder Joshua fight in July, but from this headline, it doesn't seem like Joshua really intends to fight Wilder. And for a lot of boxing fans, they will want to at least see what will be made from that encounter. We just don't want to wish and dream what would have been if these two fighters would have met, But if we don't see the Wilder and Joshua fights, hopefully we're going to be seeing Tyson Fury and Joshua, because Tyson Fury also did call out Joshua. But you can find out details of that story on page 2 on the Point Sports Extra. While for Sporting Captain, he aims dig at Arsenal's boring style. So Arsenal, they've been criticized for their boring play, but Arsenal wouldn't really care. They've already qualified to the next round. Then there's a story on Junior Aruna as he wins WTT Youth Contender France Silver. So Junior Aruna is really looking forward to taking over from his father, Kwadre Aruna, who is the national champion in tennis in Nigeria. So that story, you can find it on page 2 on the Punch Sports Extra. But the Sporting Sun, I'm going to just breeze through the Sporting Sun. There's a lot of interesting stories, but the major one ahead of UCL semi-final, Lookman dares Arsenal. He says, bring on Gunners. So he's really looking forward to that Arsenal contest. And for Cesc Fabregas, he bags Bezos Award. So one award to another being won by Cesc Fabregas. He's been doing fantastically well at Como FC. And for injured Ekitike, he calls for support in recovery process. So very sad one for the young man. He got injured in Liverpool's game against Paris Saint-Germain, and the speculations he could be out until January of 2027. So big blow for the young man, as he would be missing out on the World Cup. The Didier Deschamps, the French manager, already confirmed that. But the young man is actually calling for support, and that story is on page 2 on the Sporting Sun. And for Kamavinga's red card, a joke. That's according to Bellingham. You can find that story on page 3. And for Anthony Joshua, absurd shape, Joshua shows off current physique after refusing Fury face-off. You can check out that story on the Sporting Sun. There's a story on Frederick as he eyes friendly against Portugal for return to the Super Eagles. So you can see that story on page 6 on the Point Sports Extra. And all the stories not worth following. For Ronaldo, he unfollows legendary Gary Lineker. I think Gary Lineker was talking about why Cristiano unfollowed him on Instagram. I don't want to be a spoiler to that. You can check it out, but it has something to do with a statement about Gary Lineker's statement about Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's just me giving you the
tip of the iceberg.
Of course. And for Vinicius and forgotten, Vinicius left by Real Madrid boss at Bayern Munich, so he did not make the boss. You can check out the story and why he failed to meet up. And for Yamal, he has an inflated ego. You're going to check out, that's a statement from someone. You're going to find out who is making that statement. There's been a lot of talks about Lamine Yamal's ego, but you can check out that story. It is on the Sporting Sun. And for Galatasaray boss, he says Osimhen on same level with Kane and Mbappe. That's really big statements from his manager, but of course your manager has to believe in you before anyone else believes in you. For Adagula, he makes UCL history. He was very impressive in Real Madrid's outing against Bayern Munich over the midweek, on Wednesday. But you can check out the details of that story as well on the Sporting Sun. While the other story there's one on Victor Boniface, where Leverkusen details Boniface recovery plan. That story is also on the Sporting Sun, I beg your pardon. But that's a wrap on the newspaper review, the sports part of the newspaper review, I guess.
Thank you so much, Glad. Zoe's giving us updates on things going on in the world of sports. That was a very interesting review, I must say. And that concludes the newspaper review on this hour. You have been watching Naija Live TV. Do well to stay glued with us, as we will be bringing you more updates on Globe in View. My name is Bobby Umparu, and I've been joined by
Glad Yakir.
Do stay well. Thank you for watching.
Samini, Igbade Samini, Ania Brake Biogala. Ania and Brake Biogala. Ania Brake Biogala. Ania and Brake Biogala. Yeah, Toma Samini, Tompolo Samini, Brake Biogala. Otokori Koko, Ania and Brake Biogala. Ibade and Brake Biogala. Ania and Brake Biogala. Ania and Brake Biogala. Brake Biogala. Ania, hey, yeah, Brake Biogala. Simon, double to Simon, Vaziat in Carmen, oh, yeah, I would I said money now water, but I'm not Victor, you know ready? I did Victor no follow come. Farafia Magonga. I say money now water. Money not the pain body. Engineer, American sugar cane. Are you there? If you like say no fit stand up again, elders forum. Oh, freedom in the book. INC. Oh, freedom in the book. Oh, freedom in the book. If you like say no fit stand up again, the Prime Minister INC. I am in the
here. May I welcome my dear boss and mentor in politics, no other Chief Honorable Favor Izokumo, Executive Director of Social Services, the Superbic. Thank you very much for your presence. You and your entourage, you are highly welcome, sir. Please, the missing mothers, we are still waiting for you with the kids here. Special thanks to the chairman, organizing committee, Amasigmo Festival, back to back for more than a decade. I'm talking of no other high chief engineer Kerstin Ibimobo Bondi. Thank you for the good work that you're doing back to back for more than a decade. He's been doing it. Not forgetting other members of his team. I have I Chief Ekomia Ifa Udubo, the king of KFT, and other notable chiefs. Chief Matthew Ebifie put there. Budi is also there in that team, very strong member. Ipuwe of Baramatu Kingdom, Chief Afaya Okulo, and many others in the team.
One, two, three.
Asake, Asake,
Wow.
Who be talking?
We will walk away.
Asake, Asake,
Wow.
Please, bouncers and other security, that of Tantita and all others that are here, that are in internal control of the security, please. Let's ensure that the roaming about is limited. Please. While this cultural group is getting ready to perform, the Bayelsa State cultural group should please get ready and stand by. Your Majesty, Captain Timia JP PhD, a professor of community development, Honorary Kasa. We once again acknowledge your presence, you and your dear wife. Thank you for your presence. All other monarchs that are here, here with their lovely wives, queens of the Ijaw kingdoms and other kingdoms across Niger Delta. We have well over 50 queens here, wives of our Royal Majesty. We acknowledge your presence. Also, the chief priestess of the Kalabakwe deity, one of Ijaw nation. We acknowledge your presence, as well as Okonowe, Boesia, and other chief priestesses and priests that are here. Many thanks for your
Welcome to Globe in View on Naija Live TV, reaching you from Bielsa's capital city, Yanagwa. My name is Barbie Nkparu, and I'll be bringing the world closer to home. But before we dive into the headlines, a quick update for our viewers and partners. Naija Live TV is officially open for business. If you are looking to boost your brand through paid adverts or sponsorships, we are your #1 for reach and impact. You can contact us on our studio line on 081-293-40000. For physical consultations, visit our head office on number 122 Mbiama Yanagwa Road, Amarata Yanagwa, Bielsa State. And don't forget to stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and X at Naija Live TV. Or visit our website on www.naijalivetv.com. Now the headlines. Governor Diri urges patience as Independence Power Project nears completion. JAMB candidates, others abducted on Makurdi-Otukpo Road. Bielsa Governor inaugurates Major F.G. Berezi Civic Center in Kayama. And on the foreign scene, Israel-Lebanon ceasefire takes effect amid celebrations in Beirut. In the news, Governor of Bielsa State, Senator Doye Diri, has urged residents to remain patient as the state's independent power project nears full operation. Dismissing claims suggesting the initiative has failed. The governor stated that the 60-megawatt gas-fired turbine plant, one of the projects commissioned on April 10th by President Bola Tinubu, designed to provide round-the-clock electricity, is currently undergoing final installations of critical protective devices to safeguard the facility and ensure long-term efficiency. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Daniel Alabra, said Governor Diri gave the assurance on Thursday during the weekly Prosperity Walk at the Samson Siasia Sports Complex in Yanagwa, where he appealed for public understanding. The Governor emphasized that the project remains on course and cautioned against attempts to politicize its implementation, noting that the administration remains focused on delivering sustainable power supply to the state. Senator Diri also criticized individuals he described as political fathers who undermine the growth of their successors, stating that such conduct sends negative signals within the political space, stressed that responsible leadership requires supporting emerging leaders and fostering progress for the benefit of society. The Bayelsa helmsman said that true leadership is reflected in the desire to see successors excel beyond their predecessors, urging political actors to exercise restraint in their statement and actions, noting that the good leadership promotes continuity, sustainability, and development. Governor Diri further disclosed that the former Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, is expected in the state on Monday, April 20th, 2026, to inaugurate the Oxbow Lake Agbura Road. He added that the former Vice President, who previously performed the groundbreaking ceremony of the Angyama-Oporoma Bridge, will also visit the project site following his commissioning by President Bola Tinubu. Similarly, Governor Diri has inaugurated the Major F.G. Berezi Civic Center in Kayama, Kolokuma-Opokuma local government area, urging youths to pursue their ambitions with determination and hard work. In a statement, the governor said that with focus and dedication, individuals can achieve their desired goals, emphasizing that success is attainable through perseverance. He noted that while government continues to deliver large-scale infrastructure, such as bridges, roads, schools, and hospitals, private individuals also have a role to play in supporting community through complementary projects. Governor Diri, however, called on well-meaning citizens to contribute to the growth and development of their communities, regardless of the scale of their contributions. Also speaking, the donor of the project, engineer Priye Berezi, in partnership with the Priye Patrick Berezi Foundation, said the Civic Center was built in honor of his late father, Major F.G. Berezi, in recognition of his impact and demonstration of his commitment to the great people of Kayama. The facility is a 1,000 square meter structure comprising a 1,000-seater conference hall, 4 executive offices, and commercial stores. Dignitaries at the event included former Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State and Chairman of the Bayelsa Elders Council, retired Rear Admiral Boribia John Jonah, Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Ocean and Fisheries, Honorable Karachi Amadi, member representing Kolokuma-Opokuma Constituency 1 in the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Honorable Pamo Werinupri, and Chairman of the occasion, Engineer Gessi Asamowe, former Managing Director of the NDDC, Timi Alaibe, former Nigerian Ambassador to Malawi, retired General Stanley Diriyai, former President of Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, Commandant Operation Delta Safe, OBF Oladipo, members of the State Executive Council, other government functionaries, traditional rulers, youth groups, and women groups. The governor also visited the NYSC orientation camp in Kayama, where he directed relevant government officials to ensure the facilities adequately prepared for the next batch of corps members. Still in Bayelsa State, its governor, Doye Diri, has described the late retired captain Walter Fairbaugh as an outstanding leader who brought pride to Bayelsa State through his service as a military administrator in Ebonyi and Delta states before Nigeria's return to democratic rule. The governor made the remark at the Night of Tributes and Songs held in honor of late Fairbaugh at Banquet Hall in Yanagwa, stating that his passing was in accordance with the will of Almighty God. Governor Diri extended condolences to the family of the deceased and people of Nembe, urging them to take solace in enduring legacy he left behind. He assured that the Prosperity Administration would continue to provide necessary support to the family whenever needed. In a sermon titled, "What Are You Going to Leave Behind?" Reverend Ibinabo Tari Alagwa charged attendees to live meaningful lives by leaving behind a God-fearing family, a good name, and a worthy inheritance. The event was attended by the former Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State and Chairman of the Bayelsa Elders Council, retired Rear Admiral Borbia Jonjona, member representing Nembe Brass Federal Constituency, Honorable Maria Ebikake, the Judge of Bayelsa State, Justice Matilda Ayemieye Abrakasa, members of the State Executive Council, and other top government officials, as well as traditional rulers. The Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Saint Miepamo Onisha, and management team of Naija Live TV heartily felicitate with Honorable Commissioner for Information, Orientation and Strategy, Mrs. Ebiwo Kokobiai, on the occasion of her birth anniversary. The special occasion provides an opportunity to commend your outstanding contributions to public communication, your dedication to service, and your steadfast commitment to effectively projecting the policies and programs of Bayelsa State government and with professionalism and integrity. The management further recognizes your continued support for the press and your cooperative relationship with reporters, which has built goodwill and strengthened working relations. As you celebrate this milestone, it is our prayer that you are granted renewed strength, sound health, greater wisdom, and continued success in your service to the state and humanity. Turning to national matters, gunmen suspected to be headsmen have abducted 14 passengers traveling in a Benue Links bus along the Makurdi-Otukpo road in Benue State. Among those kidnapped were students en route to Otukpo to sit for the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board examinations, JAMB. The incident reportedly occurred at about 8 o'clock last night. Source said the bus traveling from Makurdi to Otukpo was attacked by armed men who intercepted it and abducted passengers, with only the driver and one person escaping, while most of the victims were young people en route for the JAMB examination. The chairman of Otukpo local government area, Maxiel Ogiri, confirmed the incidents, stating that the court between 7 and 8 o'clock in the evening noted that the victims were mostly candidates heading to write JAMB examination, and assured that security operatives had been mobilized to secure their release. The Benue State Commissioner of Police, Ifeanyi Emenari, confirmed the developments, stating that he is personally leading the rescue operation in the area, with security personnel deployed into the surrounding to bush to track down the acolytes and rescue the abducted passengers, affirming that efforts to ensure ongoing for their own safe return. On the foreign scene, Australia's most decorated living soldier, Ben Roberts-Smith, has been granted bail after being charged with multiple war crimes, including 5 counts of murder. The Victoria Cross recipient and former corporal in Australia's Special Air Service Regiment was taken into custody last week over allegations linked to operations in Afghanistan. Investigators allege that the 47-year-old was involved in the killing of unnamed Afghan detainees either directly or by ordering subordinates to carry out the acts between 2009 and 2012. Robert Smith has denied all allegations, while his legal team argued during a court hearing that the case is unprecedented and likely to face prolonged delays, adding that continued detention would hinder his ability to adequately prepare his defense. Presiding Judge Greg Gorgen noted that the accused could remain in custody for four years between the matter to trial and describing the case as exceptional. The court subsequently granted bail, imposing strict conditions aimed at addressing concerns over potential flight and potential risk, as well as possible interference with witnesses or evidence. Still on the foreign scene, a 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon has come into effect, with celebratory gunfire reported in Beirut as the trials commenced. The ceasefire was announced on Thursday by United States President Donald Trump, who confirmed the Iran-backed Hezbollah is included in the agreements to halt hostilities. Scenes of celebration were observed across parts of Lebanon, particularly in Beirut, where residents fired gunshots into the air shortly after midnight to mark the beginning of the ceasefire. Displaced families have begun returning to southern Lebanon and Beirut's southern suburbs, despite warnings from authorities advising residents to delay movement until the sustainability of the trials is confirmed. In separate statements, the Lebanese army alleged that Israeli forces violated the ceasefire shortly after it took effect, citing intermittent shelling in several southern villages, while Hezbollah said its final military operation against Israel was carried out at about 11:50 p.m. local time, just minutes before the ceasefire began. President Trump later called on Hezbollah to respect the terms of the ceasefire, expressing hope that the agreement would mark a turning point towards lasting peace. And that concludes the news on this hour. You have been watching Globe in View on Naija Live TV, reaching you from Bielsa's capital city, Yanagwa. My name is Barbie Nkwaru. Thank you for watching.
Please, if you are in need of Medicare, we have several medical outfits that are here put together for your well-being. We have the ambassador, the medical team, led by Dr. Clarkson, and many other medical teams are here. Medical team from Esther Matutola Foundation, as well as the Amasek Moko medical team and all others are on ground, please. If you are in need of Medicare, you are not feeling too well, please kindly move to the Medicare centers for free treatment. And I was told they have done a lot of surgeries, including eye surgeries, and many others has been done for this week-long event. That's the cultural group in display now. Once again, we'd like you to get coordinated. As you come in, please kindly locate where you are supposed to be seated. We know for sure we have an overwhelming crowd, and that is why we step up by moving outward from the Royal Pavilion to ensure that all that are here are well seated and that the crowd control system is well in order. And for that, we have a very, very spacious event arena here, right in front of the royal palace of our dear king, Oburuk Baram II, Akedekwe, the Pere of ancient Baramatu Kingdom. All other royal fathers that are here, once again, many thanks to you. They are numbering well over 70 of them here, and the number is still counting. A lot more are coming in, and I please, as we do profile them, we'll find time to acknowledge all of them and all top government functionaries that are here.
Asake, 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 B. Who may talk? Asake,
say come out. Because I'm a samage. Everybody my bani. Oh, come on, do me like me. Say let me come and celebrate a man again. Try to come and celebrate a man again. Oh, but let them back me. Mama, I'm looking for that. I be for that love you. I was a mama, okay, but I'm not to come here, okay. Mama, mama, are you there? Black and black. I hear you. What? Are you there? Thank you. Over to the MC.
Thank you very much, J. King Ijoibi, for that wonderful performance. Bayelsa State Art and Culture, please get set. Bayelsa State Art and Culture, please get set. While we wait for them, we have speakers from 4 State Art of Assembly and their leaders present here in our midst. Let me quickly recognize the Speaker of Anambra State Art of Assembly, Right Honorable Somto Suku, is here with his deputy leader, and the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen, and the Speaker of Osun State of Assembly, Right Honorable Adewola Egbedum, and other members, the leader of Delta State of Assembly, Honorable Engineer Emeka Waobi, PhD, the leader of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Honorable Engineer Tolu Uge, and the leader of Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Adewumi K, and other House of Assembly members present here in our midst. Let me also recognize the leader of City Boy Movement, Delta State, the Director General of City Boy Movement, Delta State, my boss, the Commissioner represent ethnic nationality in the board of the Sopadek, Chief Jonathan Karogro, and we also have the Igula Traditional Council of Chiefs in our midst here today, the Arogbo Traditional Council of Chiefs, the Egbelebri Main Kingdom here in our presence, and other notable Traditional Council of Chiefs present here in this grand finale of Amase Mokmo Festival.
Yeah, we also have here with us the towboat himself, Chief Honorable Dan Hingi, a two-time member of the Delta State House of Assembly, who excellently represented Bruton North during those 2 terms. We want to, in a special way, recognize your presence. Honorable Chief Dan Hingi, you are amazing. Of course, the wife of the people's MD, my beautiful sister, I see you, Chief Mrs. Blessing Pondi. We recognize you as well. Of course, Sir Engineer Michael Tonlaha, amazing leader, young leader, and also Sir Victor Tonlaha. We see all of you. Of course, the president of the Jaw MCs and Comedians Association, MC Apioka, we see you.
The Traditional Council of Chiefs of Promo Kingdom, they are also here, the Ijwini Traditional Council of Chiefs, they are also here in our midst, the Happy Men Club, Bramatu Kingdom, the Common Men Assembly, and many more present here. Lost, bound. I beg, if your baby they lost, come to the podium with your NIN, National Identification Number, to collect your baby. Last but found, there is a baby here with us. If your baby is missing, please just kindly proceed to the podium with a proof of identification to collect your baby.
Thank you. We'll be moving very quickly to other cultural display. While we do that, may I quickly recognize very many members of the National Assembly that are here in Opuruza, the traditional headquarters of Baramatu Kingdom. May I very quickly recognize Senator Anthony Ani, the senator representing the good people of Eboi South Senatorial District in the Red Chambers. We actually are grateful to welcome you to this event. May I also recognize Senator Joseph Ekpea. He is the senator representing the good people of Edo Central Senatorial District. May I also, in same vein, recognize Senator Peter Gia. He is the senator representing the good people of Naija South in the Red Chamber. Our dear distinguished senator, thank you very much for your presence. Senator Pam Owankwoson, senator representing the good people of Plateau North Senatorial District in the Nigerian Senate. We are happy to have you here in our midst. And not forgetting our very own, who was minted with a brand new chieftaincy title of the Ibe Tarwe of Baramatu Kingdom. I'm talking about very, very distinguished senator representing us, Delta South Senatorial District in the Red Chamber. I'm talking of Senator Chief Joel Onoakpo Thomas. is here with his lovely wife, one of the happiest celebrants of this occasion. Our dear Senator, thank you very much for your presence. I believe my colleague, NX, has also recognized very many members of the House of Representatives that came in with our dear illustrious son, Right Honorable Julius Babuzo Pondi. We have once again the pleasure to recognize the leader of House. I'm talking of no other than our indefatigable leader in the House of Representatives, Honorable Julius Eombiri. Thank you very much for your presence once again. Not also forgetting Honorable Amobi Oga and many others that are here from the National Assembly. We deeply acknowledge your presence. All the speakers from the state assemblies that are here, we also acknowledge your presence, and as well as all members of state assemblies across various states in Nigeria, Anambra, Bayelsa, Enugu, and many other states, though all of you from these houses of assemblies, we appreciate your presence.
Let me quickly recognize Honorable Abiodun, member Ekiti State House of Assembly, and Honorable Babatunde from Ekiti State House of Assembly, Honorable Ademola Ojo, also from Ekiti State House of Assembly. We also have Honorable Femi Fantula from Ekiti State House of Assembly, Honorable Babatunde Oke, Ekiti State House of Assembly, Honorable Adeomi Adeyemi, Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Abiola Awoyeye from Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Patrick Okafor, Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable John Bosco, Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Ebuka from Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Arije from Anambra State House of Assembly, and the Bara Traditional Council of Chiefs. They are also here in our midst. Your Royal Majesties, chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, I was just informed that very soon we'll be expecting into the arena the Deputy Governor of Delta State. Please prepare to receive the Deputy Governor of Delta State soon. Shortly he will be in our midst.
Not also forgetting, very soon we'll be bringing in the Bayelsa State and cultural troupe to entertain briefly. May I quickly recognize various CEOs that are here in our midst. First, it's my pleasure to also recognize the presence of the CEO of Zenko Properties. Thank you very much for your presence. We also have Soso, popularly known as Soso. Thank you very much for your presence. We have Captain, let them say, Inaiba Brabuke, CEO of Vetal Mega Services. Thank you for your presence. Dr. Paul Bebenimibo, Registrar, Nigeria Maritime University, Okerenkuku, we appreciate your presence. Not forgetting the friend and brother, Barrister Eric Omari, former President, IYC Worldwide. Thanks for your presence. And many, many, many.
Please,
the list is endless. We'll bring in Bayelsa State.
Igbelegbele Cultural Group is ready. Immediately after Bayelsa State Art and Culture, you are coming on stage. No. Immediately after Bayelsa State Art and Culture, Igbelegbele Cultural Group will be coming. Bayelsa State, please.
Aserio izambe serio Ayawe izambe yawe bengba o papa de me be mukoro minio keneri be mukoro minio izon Aserio izambe serio Ayawe izambe yawe bengba o papa de me be mukoro minio keneri be mukoro minio izon Isa wa mabai mi o atinde no bomo obode yo. Isa wa mabai mi o atinde no bomo obode yo. Isa wa mabai mi o atinde no bomo obode yo. Isa wa mabai mi o atinde no bomo obode yo. Isanwo mo boy me yo. Tompolo boy me yo. Isanwo mo boy me ye. George boy me yo. Isanwo mo boy me ye. Akatakbe boy me yo. Isanwo mo boy me ye.
Please don't stand in the middle
boy me yo.
without unofficial duty. Clear the eye, don't stand in the middle. Don't block the view of our Royal Majesty. Please clear the
Isanwo boy me yo. Kings boy me yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Billy boy me yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Boroputu boy me yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Matuton la boy me yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Billy boy me yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Atinda na bombo boda yo. Isanwo boy me yo. Atinda na bombo boda yo. Isanwo na minia o.
We have the CEO, the commanding of Cherry Battalion, Efrembala, Major Aro Aruna, is in our midst. CEO, you are welcome, sir.
It's a weapon in Boloma, Benacora, Woko, for a Macricaro. It's not to buy your aroma, Tarboa, Benacora, Woko, for a Macricaro. Zawe ya waro makilikaruo. Isawa mapeni palama America papa fa o akoro makilikaruo. Isanto banyo waro matarba wafa. Zawe peni palama mena kora woko fa makilikaruo. Zawe ya waro makilikaruo. Isawa mapeni palama mena kora woko fa makilikaruo. Isanto banyo waro matarba wafa. Zawe peni palama mena kora woko fa makilikaruo. Isanwo bene balama bena kola woko fara makirikaruo. Tompolo ya waro matarbawo. Bene balama bena kola woko fara makirikaruo. Zawe ya waro makirikaruo. Isanwo bene balama bena kola woko fara makirikaruo. Isanto ba ya waro matarbawa fa. Zawe bene balama bena kola woko. Zawe ya waro makirikaruo. It's all coming out, Namino. Samba para be me, oh, Samba para be me, oh, Samba para be me, it's all my para be me, oh, some polo is Samba me, oh, government is Samba me, oh, Gripolo is Samba me, oh, Samba para be me, oh, come say, power, say, Samba para be me, oh, 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 Itaru is Samba me, oh, Gripolo is Samba me, oh, Torrente is Samba me, oh, Samba para be me, oh, come say, power, Samba para be me, oh, 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 Itaru is Samba me, oh, see that is Samba me, oh, Gripolo is Samba me, oh, Samba para be me, oh, come say, power, Samba para be me, oh,
Please let's allow our very distinguished guests to be entertained by the performance from the Bayelsa State Council of Art and Culture. Too many people displaying the very rich cultural heritage of Jockey. Remember, you are just 5
You Isabella bafonde yo.
Uge, bafonde yo, uge.
Isabella bafonde yo.
Uge, bafonde yo, uge.
Isabella bafonde yo.
Uge, bafonde yo, uge.
Tumalele yo.
Uge, bafonde yo, uge.
Faralele yo.
Bar Association has
Topolo Isabella bafonde yo.
an award of meritorious service to be presented to Tantita Security Services.
Isabella bafonde yo.
Uge, bafonde yo, uge.
Tumalele.
Uge.
That's the performing the man whose performance as the MD of Tantita is unquestionable across the length and breadth of Niger Delta. I'm talking of no other Chief Engineer.
Put your hands together for Bayelsa State House of Art and Culture. Thank you very much, man.
Okay, please, before us is an award presentation that is coming from the NUJ, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Delta State Council. Quickly, within 2 minutes, this award presentation will be done. It's coming from the Nigeria Union of Journalists, Delta State Council, to Tantita Security Services for a meritorious service in keeping and safeguarding our critical national infrastructure. By this award, they are not only giving a vote of 101% confidence to Tantita, they are also endorsing them to do the good work. And that is no doubt unquestionable, being displayed in the National Assembly recently. So please, Mr. Chairman, NUJ, please kindly do your presentation. 5 minutes.
Thank you. 5 minutes is very, very good for me. Let me first and foremost observe protocol to some extent. I want to acknowledge the presence of His Royal Majesty Oboro Barion II, JP, and all Royal Majesties here present, all the members of the National Assembly, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Nigeria Union of Journalists, Delta State Council, finds it fitting to honor Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited in recognition of its astounding contributions to the protection of Nigeria's cultural, critical oil and gas assets, and the promotion of peace and stability in the Niger Delta region. Through its strategic surveillance operations and collaborations with relevant security agencies and host communities, Tantita has played a pivotal role in drastically reducing crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and other forms of economic sabotage. This intervention has not only helped to safeguard national resources, but has also contributed significantly to oil production and improved revenue for the country. Beyond asset protection, the company has demonstrated strong commitment to community engagement and local empowerment. In view of these and many more, that Tantita Security has committed itself to the nation, we are here presenting an award to the company. We titled it Legacy Award for Outstanding Contribution to Nigeria's Energy Security and Economic Stability, presented to Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, Warri, Delta State. Contribution. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. You'll give it to me.
Torbawe. Oh, Mabella. Oh, something better. I'm a segmo. Magababe. I'm a segmo. Minibaya Fry. Oh, Minibaya Fry. I'm a segmo. Allah Mazegmo Sonaye. Yellow Bagama Zegums, I want to wait. One Aragaya Baga Sakada Korabuwe. Two Aragaya Baga Sakada Korabuwe. Magabamo. Buy about me. Come out deep number. I come out of deep Babue. I come for Lagme. Try me, I'm Malame. Ania. I'm a Zego and Nagabamo. Atala Babre. Abra Magazi. Abra Magabi, can you talk about Abara bini me biya me lagame. Amase gombo du warmo ne. Biya me lagame. Agunu babaza. Agunu babaza dama bere. Tiata dorbe. Abate. Abara. Kogoba. Biya me lagame amase gombo se mtu kwa sore. Na ba di sema. Adabe golo. Tane ye bae. Amase gombo na podo mo saga sinega bambo. Wọ́lọ́wọ́gà àgẹ́dẹ́gbẹ́ gbọ́ngbọ́ndìdì àgẹ́dẹ́gbà ọgbàdà bí ọwọ́ ìmọ̀lẹ́gà àmàṣẹ ìgbọ́nbọ̀dù àrùnẹ̀mẹ̀ orí àjọ sọ́dọ̀ yẹ ìsọ̀pùnú lọ́bà sọ́dọ̀ yẹ àmàṣẹ ìgbọ́ngbà àgẹ́dẹ́gbà gbọ́ ọ̀dà yẹ àmàṣẹ ìgbọ́ngbà ìsọ̀lá ayọ̀mọ̀sàkẹ́ ìsọ̀kẹ́ àrùn yẹ
Thank you. We just witnessed the exit of the mother masquerade, Amasekmo, which is also a very symbolic aspect.
As you hear my voice, no time to waste.
While this session is getting winding up now, I'd like to bring to our notice that very many top dignitaries are just arriving. Are very distinguished members of the National Assembly. We want to once again appreciate your presence. Our very revered Royal Majesties across well over 70 kingdoms in Naija Delta and beyond, we appreciate your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the arrival of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Sir Monday Oyema, the Deputy Governor of Delta State just stepped in. Your Excellency Sir Monday Oyeme, we are very, very grateful to have you in our midst. Please, those that are crowding, all of you crowding that, please. All of you crowding the aisle, please. I'd like you to leave the aisle, please. All of you that are standing there, Please, security, help me. All of you, please. Please. We are going to have a couple of messages from the Delta State Governor, ably represented by His Excellency Samode Oyeme, PhD, FCA, Deputy Governor, Delta State. Please, we still like all those standing by the side, please. Kindly stay clear from the eye.
We have the presence of some of our queen mothers in our midst, the queen of the Watu Kingdom, the queen of Arabo Kingdom, from Ondo State is in our midst, the queen of Black Kingdom, Bayelsa State, the queen of Olodobo Kingdom, Edo State, the queen of Ogbijawari Kingdom, Delta State, the queen of Obaha Kingdom, Delta State, the queen of Purupa Kingdom, the queen of Isere Kingdom, the queen of Kapo Kingdom, the queen of Opuromo Kingdom, Delta State, and the queen of Opuromo Kingdom, Bayelsa State. You are welcome, our queen brothers. Please clear the eyes. Security, help us. Please clear the eyes. Please, we are covering the view of our Royal Majesty. Clear the eyes, please, security.
Please get ready to wind up. Get ready to round up, please. Thank you, our dear cultural group, please. We have others lining up to entertain our very distinguished guests, so please, we would like you to wind up at this point while we bring in others who are waiting by. Thank you. Good cultural display here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, thank you very much.
Thank you.
More cultural group, God bless you.
Thank you, good one from you. Please, we want all of you standing to please kindly retire to your seats at this moment. We beg you, please. Those of you standing, retire to your seats. Please, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for your understanding. Please, all of you standing at this point, we would like you to retire to your seats. And please, we want some level of decorum, please. Thank you very much. Once again, we want to acknowledge the presence of the number two of Delta State. I'm talking of no other, our dependable and very supportive Deputy Governor, His Excellency Sir Monday Oyeme, PhD, FCA, Deputy Governor, Delta State, is right in our midst. Can we put our hands together for him, please? Your Excellency, thank you very much for your presence. And you know, he's not here alone. He's here with so many members of the State Executive Council. Your Excellency, once again, we welcome you to Porosa, the traditional headquarters of Baramatu Kingdom. We also want to once again recognize our very distinguished senators and members of the House of Representatives that are here. Also, our very many traditional rulers across the length and breadth of this nation, from south-south to southwest to southeast and to even the core north. We appreciate your presence. This time around, we want to bring in one of our very sterling artists to perform, and that's the person of
Please, may I welcome for a goodwill message from the leader of House of Representatives on behalf of the National Assembly, Professor Julius Iyobere, for his goodwill message on behalf of the National Assembly, Abuja. Sir, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. Prof, you are welcome. You'll be given. It's on its way coming. Please put your hands together for the leader of House of Representatives on behalf of the National Assembly to give his goodwill message. Professor Julius Iyobere. Sir, you are welcome, sir. Put your hands together as he majestically moves to the podium to give his goodwill message on behalf of the National Assembly. Put your hands together. Please, Hero, get set. Immediately after this goodwill message, you'll be taking us.
Please, put your hands together for the leader of House, the House leader, House of Representatives. Is going to give a goodwill message on behalf of the National Assembly, Professor Honorable Julius Iyobere.
That is our own.
He's not coming alone. All members of NANS are in his entourage while he comes to the podium to give a goodwill message on behalf of the National Assembly.
Ketepe, Ketepe, Al-Gadagba, all the traditional rulers, our royal fathers, we greet you. Eyes on, eyes on, eyes on.
It's okay, come far.
I bring you special greetings from the Deputy Governor, my good friend and brother, Deputy Governor of Delta State. I understand is around. You are welcome. We greet the speakers of the Houses of Assembly that are also here, the State Houses of Assembly. The Senate President would have been here, but he had some other engagements, but he sent some senators to represent him. The Speaker was on his way to the airport, but unfortunately we lost a member of the House from Kano. So he had to divert to Kano. But be rest assured that my colleagues that are here are powerful, motivated, energized, and strong enough to represent the National Assembly any day, anywhere, anytime, and anyhow. That's why we are here, about 40 of us. We will be very brief. But what we have witnessed here today, just like before, is a demonstration that the Izon nation has come to stay. That the Izon nation knows where it is coming from, knows where it is today, knows where it wants to go, and how to get there. And I think for that, we need to acknowledge the fact that this is a full celebration of culture, of values, of identity, of creativity, of leadership, of community, and a belief that when we join hands together, celebrate our culture, our history, and values, we can go anywhere we want to get to. I would also want to especially thank my good friend and brother, Tom Polo, because he has shown what leadership is. Identify with your people, live with your people, encourage with your people, empower your people, and they will stand with you anytime, any day. But beyond that, you know, in this country, when you are succeeding, people must try to pull you down. They call it PhD, pull him down. Through Tantita, he's not just helping Nigeria to protect our oil installations and pipelines, but I know that our oil production has gone up. Nobody can query that. The effect is there. But I know he's building communities, he's building leaders, he's building the youth, he's building people, not only in Baramatu, but across the South and across this country. So that is what others like him should be doing. So today we congratulate you. We appreciate all of you for welcoming us. We appreciate the hospitality, the kindness you have shown us since we got here. The people you have sent to the National Assembly from here, we will continue to work with them to make sure that all the good things in Abuja, their share, will get to Baramatu Kingdom without any delay. So I congratulate you. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. Eyes on.
Yeah.
Eyes on.
Yeah.
Eyes on.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you.
Come on, put your hands together for that wonderful one from the leader of house, Professor Honorable Julius Ewombere. Like he rightly said, he's hoping 40 members of the National Assembly are here with him in Oporoza. Can we put our hands together for now? Thank you very much for finding time to be here. Like he said, the speaker would have been here also, but somehow, unavoidably, he couldn't make it here. Please, our special regards to Right Honorable Abbas, the Speaker, Tanzudem, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Thank you once again. We'll bring in more goodwill messages as time permits, also from the Delta State government. But please, we have some other side attraction and entertainment. Please, follow.
All at this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, you permit me to quickly bring one finest art in the building here to entertain us this afternoon. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this man has traveled far. He has performed in London, Abuja, France, and everywhere, and is here once again at Baramatu Kingdom, especially at the Masekomo Festival. Permit me as I bring to the microphone, Hero Beremi!
While Hero performs, Igbelegbele should get ready.
Yes.
Hero is our own.
Okay.
It's our
Imena
own.
malati min. Ibe to ipe imena mala ebe ye mi onse ye ye na ma boy. Ama mi opa mi na ye pike bi mu. Owo ma gbogele gba mi ni like me set you. Ebi mi otodo Ebi mi otodo egba me ebi mi akemi do iro keme kilemene. Ebi mi otodo Ebi mi otodo egba mo iro keme kilemene. I see God me no go is on we barrow. I see God me to go is on we barrow. Ina mi ebi ma bi bodo ni roti yo we kile obobe ah oh daddy. Kile mo. Ina mi ebi ma bi bodo ni roti yo we kile obobe ah oh daddy. Kile mo. Lead me, government lead me. Lead me, bomo, lead me, momo, tombolo, lead me. Are you ready? Ebi mi otodo Ebi mi akemedo, ebi mi otodo egba mi, ebi mi otodo iro keme kilemeno. Ebi mi otodo Ebi mi otodo, ebi mi otodo egba mi, ebi mi akemedo iro keme kilemene. I go don't follow, is on the far away. I see God never come follow, is on the far away. In a me, every man being but doing roti your way, clear over way. Oh, daddy, hey, Clemo. In a me, every man being but doing roti your way, clear over government don't follow. Hey, Clemo. My people come oh yeah, join me. Oh yeah, my people come oh yeah, join me celebrate. Oh yeah, hero baby. Oh yeah, Kagai baby. Oh yeah, my people come oh yeah, and don't be wait oh yeah, join me celebrate. Oh yeah, hero baby. Oh yeah, Kagai baby. Oh yeah, my people come oh yeah, join me celebrate. Oh yeah, hero baby. Oh yeah, Kagai baby. Oh yeah, people come oh yeah, and join me celebrate. Oh yeah, hero baby. Oh yeah, Kagai baby. Oh yeah, my people come oh yeah, and don't be wait oh. Join me celebrate. Oh yeah, hero baby. Oh yeah, Kagai baby. Oh yeah. Guess the body baby me and be mama na ma oh I know too. I say God everybody me and be mama na ma oh I know too. Are you passing the ceremony? But where to me is on the walking, but I'm in the farm on a man or two. Cast the bondi na eh, she for now, you don't think you're waking a bit. Bondi boyo, she for boyo, you don't think you're waking a bit. I say, Godfrey bondi na eh, bondi boyo, you don't think you're waking a bit. Tareo now. Tareo boye, iroti nyowe kilebe. I said them so tuaru na shifu boyo, iroti nyowe kilebe. Boro butu na boro boyo, iroti nyowe kilebe. Isini amanga tolana tolana iroti nyowe kilebe. I said tibu boyo. Jibu boye, you don't know what you live. Oh yeah, ita bossay, in bossay, ila bossay, in bossay, come my da bossay, in bossay, ita bossay, Oya Yimbo, Paboda, Idabo, say, Oya, Paboda, Paboda, Oya Paboda, Paboda, Oya Paboda, 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 hey, Paboda, 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 Ota Paboda, 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 Akamo Paboda, Paboda, and then Paboda. Oh! Don't buy me. Would analyze them or would analyze and you feel like you don't feel like who they, who they, who they, who they, who they, Baladeyo. Are you ready? Would analyze them or would analyze and you feel like you don't feel like who they, who they. Feel am make we see, check am make we see, feel am make we see, check am make we see, feel am make we see, check am make we see, feel am make we see. I say check am make we see, feel am make we see, check am make we see, feel am make we see. Say check am make we see, check am make we see. Eh, why yo? You but not way I never see your dance in the floor. I say why yo? Why yo? You but not way I never see your dance in the floor. Gee. Check out, 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 check out. Would analyze them or would analyze and you feel like you don't feel like who they, who they, who they, who they. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo ya. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo. Wake up, my capella, there yo way yo. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo. I'm in the can again. I'm in the mama came. I'm in the taro came. I'm in the knee came. I'm in the sorrow came. I'm in the studio came. I'm in the cinema came. I'm in the neck came. I'm in the east came. I'm in the way came. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo ya. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo. What? Wake up, my capella, there yo way yo ya. Wake up, my capella, mini yo way yo. I'm in the candy cane. I'm in the mama cane. I'm in the taro cane. I'm in the knee cane. I'm in the sorrow cane. I'm in the studio cane. I'm in the cinema cane. I'm in the neck cane. I'm in the east cane. I'm in the way cane. Thank you, that's my time. Put your hands together.
Hero Beremi. Please put your hands together for Hero Beremi for that wonderful performance. Thank you, Hero Beremi.
All right, now we are going to bring in Egbelegbele dance group. Remember, please, King J King is on standby. Please, Egbelegbele J King is standby here. He's going to come on stage briefly. But before then, let's bring in Egbelegbele for just 7 minutes.
Egbelegbele sell to go what up away.
7 minutes. If you are not ready, please kindly sing now.
So no more minutes ago, what I mean, Egbelegbele sell to go.
7 minutes.
And I am South APC Youth Leader, Honorable Prince Koyoyo, with all state youths present. We appreciate you as well, APC Youth Leader. Egbelegbele sell to go 7 minutes If you are not ready, King Doctor Joinby Alfred will take over. Jovine as well, Jovine. You need a microphone.
Please, it's just 7 minutes. Ensure you stick to that time. Hello.
Bravo, boy. Ayo, governor body, ayo, governor body, ayo. Malaga people, malaga people. Fari ayo. Say boy, come on, fini. Wait, say, be like walk at 7, I come and support them, I call a couple of
Please kindly put your hands together for this wonderful group.
Appreciate them, please. Get ready to round up.
I appreciate them. Star dancers. Next is you. What up, Abuwe? Star dancers. What up, Abuwe? Simon Otubo, Simon Yamama Abuwe. The star dancers from Mamasomo. Star dancers. Let's have you right at the spot the Igbelegbele dancers are using. Agra say yara wabo say we are wabo wara pabuwe fear fire 10 minutes and your border ye. Sabra gave me I must say come on okay me melody okay. Say bridge wa me come say and then say bridge can sing ye be bridge try mama me must say my pa ye. But I'm not to kingdom mama say my pa ye. Is your nation they must say more and I must say come on festival meaning Bramie. Star dancers.
Please, where are the star dancers?
What are Pabuwe?
Amasomo, star dancers.
All the way from Amasomo. What are Pabu?
Okay. DJ.
Please, star dancers, you have just 5 minutes. If you are not available, please. Let's bring in
They are there already. DJ, please start dancers.
Please, let's clear the high. We have too many people crowding. Please. Once again, we want to appreciate His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, for finding out time to be here. We sincerely appreciate and acknowledge your presence. His Excellency Sir Monday Oyembe, PhD, thank you for your presence. Please, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Once again, we appreciate our very distinguished fathers that has been here.
So
until this moment.
and I'm hanging out, chilling big time here with you. The tightest, the illest, the baddest.
Even as I speak, we have well over 50 royal fathers here seated. Very many thanks to you, our dear royal majesties. Also appreciating members of the National Assembly, and of course, our very supportive Deputy Governor of Delta State. We want to say very many thanks to you for your presence. Thank you very much. Please, Deacon Ernest, please give us the next person. We are going to bring in J. King. J. King is going to come on stage. He's been on standby for too long. We are going to bring him to spark up this arena. And please, as J. King comes out, let's be coordinated. Let's be coordinated.
Dr. Jackson, information reaching me says Jovin should come in before King Dr. Izoimbisa.
Okay, please bring him in, and please, the time is 5 minutes.
Yes, Dr. Jackson, we need that microphone, sir, for Jovin to do something good. Please.
Please,
when you touch me, you go know.
please put that on hold. Now, we want to get a goodwill message from our dear amiable Deputy Governor, His Excellency Sir Monday Oyeme, PhD.
Your Majesty, the paramount ruler of the great Baramatu Kingdom, all other royal majesties here present. Of course, I will not start this brief remark without acknowledging the members of the National Assembly that came here, and the members, and of course the Speaker House of Assembly. Every invited guest I recognize. The good people of Baramatu Kingdom, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to be here this afternoon to witness this annual ceremony, which is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger every year. I've been hearing about this festival, and I've been longing to be here for up to 5 years running. It has not been possible. But I thank God Almighty that today He has made it possible for me to be here live. And what I'm seeing is a show, a display of culture, a display of splendor, a display of unity, a display of resilience of a people who have agreed to unite as one and work together as one and fight as one and enjoy as one. I thank His Majesty and all His subjects, the good people of this kingdom, for this togetherness that they have shown. I am sure with what here, anybody who is not from this culture will have copied something today to take home to their people. They say culture is not supposed to be static, it is dynamic. When you go to an environment and you will see a culture that is good, you copy it and take it to your people so that they will also imbibe it. That is what we are taking home today. I'm very happy to be here, and I pray God Almighty that God Almighty will continue to sustain this kingdom, to continue to sustain this festival, so that we will have something to look up to every year. I thank His Majesty. I thank all other majesties here and every other invited guest. Delta is a great state, and we cannot talk about Delta without talking about Baramatu Kingdom, especially as it refers to this annual festival. I'm happy to be part of it. I'm proud to be a Deltan. I'm proud to be a Baramatu person by association. I have very good friends that are from this community, especially Chief Kestin Pondi, who long ago has told me that I'm now a subject of this kingdom. I've also met so many others, and they've all adopted me. I'm happy to be your adopted son, Your Majesty. And I promise that henceforth, by special grace, I will always make myself present whenever I'm needed here and whenever this festival is coming up. On this note, I want to once again thank you for good organization, for show of love, for show of culture, and for lifting Delta State to a very great height. God bless you all. Ishagwario.
Come on, put your hands together for His Excellency for that wonderful speech. Once again, you are welcome, and we are so grateful for having you in our midst. I believe by next year, God willing, you have a chieftaincy title from us, because from all indications, you are part and part of this kingdom.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, once again, thank you very much and well done.
While we wait for Jobin, let me use this privilege to recognize the queens in our midst. We have the Queen of Baramatu Kingdom, the Queen of Arugo Kingdom, the Queen of Tubotaru Kingdom, the Queen of Baran Kingdom present here, the Queen of Olodiama Kingdom, the Queen of Ogbijawari Kingdom present here, the Queen of Igula Kingdom, the Queen of Furupa Kingdom, the Queen of Ijere Kingdom, the Queen of Kaboe Kingdom, the Queen of Oporomo Kingdom, both in Delta and Bayelsa State. Ladies and gentlemen, MC Okpolokpolo.
At this point, we have, of course, you know what is trending with the Krona himself, but I'm not going to mention it. We have Jovin in the building. Please, let's put it up for Jovin.
Cynthia don't want to see me.
All right, Jovin.
Cynthia don't want to see me. Ekoite don't want to see me, Gongo. Okay, I wonder if I know this song. Now my baby be this, so I know get another one. If you know say you no get boyfriend, let me see your hands up. If you know say you no get boyfriend, let me see your hands up. Now my baby be this, so I know get another one. Now when you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know. Say, Asawana, Agbakbua, Esiminiya, Selector. You say? Give her belly, give her belly. Wanna. When you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know. Say. So, now when you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know. Say. Say, Asawana, Agbakbua, Esiminiya. Introduction, Mr. Kematubo. My name is Harrison, no supposed to go. When you see me coming, boy, I clear the way. See, cause my head very no be like berry. As you know, as I wanna no be love song go. So when you see us coming, no be choice so. Tomorrow I'm gonna we gonna die yo. Cause Harrison and Javin. Well, let me hear you say, it's on the show, go. It's your boys, go. It's your guests, as you know, Agbakbua. As everything will be holiday. Come up and if you don't like the play. So when you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go believe say. And when you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know say. Let me see your hands like this. Asawana, Agbakbua, Esiminiya. Them they talk my matter, plenty. Be like this people, them get the epilepsy. When they see me coming, excellency. Cause you know, see me, I get intelligence. See my life will be like holiday. A Bobby day or day, make I day my day. I can shake your waist, someone. If the money no reach, the be a king of the youth. She got free on me. Pass fight. That's right. I don't come put up our eyes. Cause you go call it, hold on. When you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know. Say. When you touch me, you go know. When you knock me, you go know. Say. Hey, Asawana, Agbakbua, Esiminiya. Hold on, DJ. On a need them. But that's all. Sir! Yes! But I'm at the voice, what's that? Chief, Godfrey Condi. Now man we get doings for the body. Buy you money, see your money, river money. We dey spend that more on it. I shift for one there, aka Tampolo. Be like you see the bella, if you don't know Tampolo. Somebody help me, God, I shift casting Condi. Cause you know say that the care no day. Listen, I see the fireman, come Baramatu. I see the fireman, come Baramatu. Another year, if you dey find doing. Sir, Bobby, sir, if you dey find man, if you dey find man, if you dey find doing, you say, if no enjoyment with the deep place, if no grace, somehow we serve with the grace. If you not gonna go put you for your place, we go call it, somebody go chop this grace. Mendo. I said for Naija Delta see Mendo. I should Benjamin, Ekerema, Babylon, Gumbawe, Abidja, Shinjana, freedom. You do Kura, one of the talking. I never say ever, and I'm not the great. Ankara nuko. Hold on. If you define, hold on. If you define, hold on. Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Tampolo de my back, why I go fear. TPA de my back, why I go fear. Baramatu de my back, why DJ. You saw?
What famous Joving again? Is a boy Joving again?
Yo, go, go, go. Yo, go, go, go. Yo, go, go, go. Yo, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Hey, it's a woman, go, go, go. See, it's a woman, go, go, go. It's a woman, keep us round. It's a woman, keep us round. People over wala go do. People over Togo go do. People over Kasala go do. People over Trabu go do. She got free, oh, follow my me. Got free Pondy, follow my me. I should casting, follow my me. Casting Pondy, follow my me. It's all highness, follow my me. King Gagabaga, follow my me. Tell me now where I go fear. Follow to my back, where I go fear. Vipia de my back, where I go fear. But I'm not to my back, where I go fear. Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Who goes? Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Bobby, if you mess up, you go call her. Yo, go, go, go. 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 Go, go, go. It's a woman, go, go, go. It's a woman, go, go, go. It's a woman, keep us right. It's a woman, keep us right. People over Wana go there. People over Trabu go there. People over Kasala go there. People over Togo go there. Ah, Isa. Isa. I also like nobody. We don't like you all about your body. We don't like you Kasala about your body. Carry baby come, we are somebody. So, tell me now why I go fear. So money to my back, why I go fear. Jeraboma to my back, why I go fear. Go to my back, why I go fear. She blesses to my back, why I go fear. German to my back, why I go fear. Husband to my back, why I go fear. Senator to my back, why I go fear. Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Who goes here, Bobby? Who goes? Yeah, go, go, go. Turn out in my back, turn out in my back. The person out in my back. Hey, yeah, go, go, go. Yeah, go, go, go. Yeah, go, go, go. Go, go, go. It's a woman, go, go, go. It's a woman, go, go, go. It's a woman, keep us well. It's a woman, keep us well. People of my wanna go there. People of my problem go there. People of my Kasala go there. People of my trouble go there. Naija Delta go. Naija Delta go. Tibia kile pereo. She got free Pondy. Kile pereo. King of the youth. Kile pereo. Jopini kile mini yodo. Chief General Adewoye, Come Polo, the great Ogalanugo, Chief Matthew, Tola, So Pondy, you walk away, the gallants, Ogologo, Gospel, Ogolo. Thank you very much, I love you, man. Yo, Coco, Captain Presley, where you go, General Bakuma, where Babu.
Thank you, please. It's okay. Can we please decongest this place? Thank you. Good one. Thank you. Thank you. Joy is fast growing and going global in all aspects. Okay, please, if that other guy is not ready, Tim Paul. Okay, while the other guy set up, Tim Paul, please quickly. And please, we don't have time. J. King has been waiting for too long. Please. If it's more than 5 minutes, I'll take the microphone. DJ. All right, Tim Paul. DJ. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. It's me, Cooler Tim Paul. Yeah, dedicate this one to all my terrorists. Dedicate this one to all my terrorists. Possess that idea. Keep it straight, the struggle goes on, you know. Caribbean State, I can't wanna let my life pass by the mirror, let me your tampolo. Come in here, come in here, Caribbean State, yeah. I can't wanna let my life pass by the mirror, let me pull a Jonathan. Come in here, come in here. Take protesters, keep it straight, don't let no bodies frustrate. We all know that the Lord has made his Zion day militate. Thank God, but don't we give a shit? Whoever it is, now I miss, I wanna hesitate. Discreet, cause you can't stop this every arbitrary mistake. Right now, we've already precipitated. If you can't be them, join them and participate. Due to Toribe movement from dead estate. Mr. President, we down on our knees, please validate. So that I sign break and evacuate to their own place called Toribe State. Sing it! Toribe State! I don't wanna let my life pass, but if you let me your top polo. Come here! Come here! Toribe State, yeah! I can't wanna let my life pass, but if you let me cool as Jonathan. Come here! Come here! South. Yeah! I can't wanna let my life pass, but if you let me your top polo. Come here! Come here! Toribe said, yeah. I can't wanna let my life pass, but if you let me cool as Jonathan. Come here! Come here! And a saucy hate. With one mind, one love, and made up Toribe State. And if it's not brother, we'll keep it backdate. So that the federal answer, so we keep it update. Collaborate about Toribe State. This is the only way we can extricate. That is why I extrapolate on Toribe State. Fellow Zimbabwe stand to cooperate. Sing it! Toribe State. I can't wanna let my love pass, but if you let me your top polo. Come in here, come in here, Toribe State, yeah. I can't wanna let my love pass, but if you let me cool as Jonathan. Come in here, come in here. For the Lord and make us decapitate. This is a life fellow Zimbabwe, let's debate about Toribe State. Likewise, Toribe State, Toribe State. Not to talk of Barimbe State. The population never wanna make us decelerate. Every day one family, one blood decimate. Mr. President, please want to contemplate, assimilate, sedate, and mandate. So that better Zimbabwe can evacuate to their own place called Toribe State. Sing it! Toribe State. I can't wanna let my love pass, but if you let me your top polo. Come in here, come in here. Toribe State, yeah. I can't wanna let my love pass, but if you let me cool as Jonathan. Come in here. Thank you. Tim Paul is our own. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you. No time. It's okay, please put it up, please. Thank you. Please, no time. We are going to bring in Zombie now. This place is becoming too youthful. We are bringing Zombie now. Zombie is going to come in now, please. So please, this is his stage. So please, let's give him his stage now. It's going to be non-stop. Thank you. Thank you.
Zombie. Over to you, Zombie. The directive has come. Zombie, oh man, tell you about me and I. Or I could mama finish my cell too loud.
Yes. Now so, ma.
Yeah, hello, front of house. Hello, sun chick.
Oh, here come Abi.
Jamani Obo, Mambo Leve, Santilade. Ayi Jamani Obo, Jamani, Santi Obo, Mambo Leve, Santilade. Mia Gubete. I got you, never time melody. Namu, Mia, do better, you queen. I got you, never time melody.
I did the record. The 7th general. And we can have this out.
Jamani Obo, Jamani, Santi Obo, Santilade. Ayi Jamani Obo, Santi Obo, Santilade. Mia, do better. In I go, my Santi, in I go, in I go, my brother. Mia, do better. The talking drum, my Santi, melody.
Misaba Agi Naso
Thank you. Ayo Jamani Obo,
the coordinator
Kanko Obo, Secretary Lada Yojobowi,
coordinator general.
Ayo Jamani Obo, Party Obo. Secretary Lada, you Parisima. We are me a good better. Otiki to you, a good baby melody. We We are me a good bit. Bodonatin, and the baby melody.